guys, welcome to Spring Into Shape. We are at week 14 now, I believe. And this past week I did pretty good with running. I ran 4 times. One was just like, it was very short. It was like just a mile long. It was after my dance class, so I was already pretty tired, but I just wanted to be able to do something. So definitely the Mother's Day to Father's Day race, or not race, but like challenge, as I said last week, is a huge motivator. They post like nightly, they post these kind of how much everyone has ran, and then they also post like the top 15 for each category, 50 miles, 100 or 150. And for about 2 days once I was number 15, once I was number 13. So I was like, oh yes. And then I didn't run the next like 2 days, I think, so then I got bumped off of the top 15 list. But still, you know, that's I'm still very proud of myself. And I had 2 well, not necessarily accomplishments, but stepping stones, because I'm working on decreasing my time for 5K. So before I was at about a 34 and a 35 and even 35 and a half for 5K, and this past week I really focused on lengthening my strides. That was my main thing. Not so much going faster, but just really trying to extend my legs to get that full stride length, because I know I run with pretty small strides. So I wasn't able to beat 30 or sub 30 minutes yet, but I was at 32 and 2 seconds. And I think those 2 seconds is me just like finding my phone to turn off, like to stop counting up. So I'd say it was like 31 and 55 seconds or so. So that's like a huge improvement. It was definitely a tough run. Like I was pushing myself just to get those longer strides in, and I could feel that I was getting more fatigued, but it was really good. And then my other accomplishment, I guess, is that I did a longish run. It still wasn't like a 10K, but I did 8 kilometers, which is still pretty good. So tonight I'm going to try to go for a longer run again today. Hoping an 8, maybe a 10, but we'll see how tired I am after work, so I'm still working Mondays. But yeah, I have to get back on that ranking top 15. I don't think so. Someone has already finished their 50 miles and we're only halfway into the challenge. So everyone is so good. So out of the 50 miles, I have 27.66 miles to go. So that I'm almost halfway there. And I think we're almost at the halfway mark. So I think definitely after tonight's run, I will push over that halfway mark. So I have a question for you about running apps that you use. I know Chad uses the Nike app, but I don't know, I don't use it. I should look into it more, but I was wondering if you guys have one that you like that can have this feature. I use Runkeeper, which I never had an issue with, and I quite like it. However, I usually would just I'd just program it to every kilometer. It would just tell me that I've run a kilometer, but it would continue going until I like stop. I didn't have a set workout because I was like, oh, maybe if I feel like running a little longer, and then I'll just manually stop it. So then I actually programmed it. I said I'm going to do a 5K run. So I programmed, and then when I finished up to 5K, then it said activity stopped, or I think that's what it says. So I was like, oh, okay, good. Now it stopped automatically, so I'll check in a little bit what my 5K time was, just so I don't have to fiddle around with it, taking it out of because I have a running pouch that I run with, where I slip my phone into. And then so I kind of started walking, did a couple minute cool down walk, and I was like, okay, I'll check, and it was still counting up. So I was like, what? Now it completely screwed up my time. Not that it's a big deal, but still, for me personally, I was like, oh, well, I wish I would have known that. So what is your favorite kind of running app or fitness app that if you program it to have do a set distance, it'll actually stop at that set distance? But yeah, let me know if you guys have one that does that. Now I went on the Runkeeper Facebook page, and someone had also asked that if it does it, and they're like, no, it's not a feature yet. So hopefully it will be, because I do like the Runkeeper app, but yeah, we'll see. So going forward, I hope to do I hope to do 4 runs. One may be a short one. Maybe I'll do another short run after the working or dance class tomorrow, but we'll see. So I'm going to run Monday today, Wednesday, and I don't have dance on Thursday anymore, so I'll probably run Thursday and maybe not Friday, but Saturday. That's 4 days. That's pretty good. So I'm gonna try to do one really hard run. So I'm gonna try to beat that. Well, I may not be able to beat 30 minutes, but I'll try to be under 31 minutes at least. So kind of shave another minute off and really push myself. And see, that's when I'd like the time that it will automatically stop. Not that I have to fiddle with it, but yeah. And next week is measurement week and weigh-in. Now I have been weighing myself every so often, so I think I'm down a little bit because I was down at nice 168 and stuff, and then I went up the past couple weeks. I was 173, but I think I'm down to about 172 and a half finally again. I'm almost on all the chocolates that I've been eating. I did make zucchini bread, but it was healthy-ish. I kind of halved the sugar and I didn't put any oil in. I put applesauce instead of oil, so it was moderately healthy, but I was snacking on that a lot. But other than that, pretty healthy I've been eating. I had a pasta Alfredo that I made yesterday because Chad came home from Swiftsure, which you saw, and it was about 40 hours he was racing, so yeah. So I knew eventually he would be coming home last night. I actually thought it would be closer to dinner time. It was more around 2 or 3 a.m. in the morning that I picked him up. So anyways, but I made pasta because I was like, oh, he'll want to have something nice and hearty and substantial and filling, I guess, for dinner. But so I ate it too. And then we reheated it at like 3 a.m. when he came home. Because yeah, they eat, but I mean, you're sailing and you're just doing so much and you're trying to have like a 20-minute nap here and there, and so yeah, it's busy time. So I had pasta Alfredo, which wasn't very healthy. But overall, I've been eating pretty well now that my chocolate's gone. And I mean, which obviously means I ate all the chocolate, but that's okay. And then what else? Yeah, so 4 times a week, I'm gonna try to break under 31 minutes for 5K time, and I'm gonna try to do a 10K. Now we are, I think, 13 weeks away from the Disneyland half marathon. I didn't count that out, but on the Facebook group someone did. They're like, what's your training thing? I was like, all right, training for long thing. Because I recognized last year when I did it, I had done quite a few 10Ks and like even just in training and races, and I did a 15K, but that was the farthest I had done. And I definitely felt that I mean, after about 15K I was tired, and you have to do 22K or 21 and a bit, so I'll have to see. Just like with the 10K recently, I was fine the first like 3 kilometers or probably 4 kilometers, and then I was like, all right, I haven't done anything more than 4 kilometers. So I'm working my way up, so I think definitely every week I'll have like 2 kind of 5K easy runs, or just conditioning runs, and then I'll try 1 long one, and then a speed one, which technically is how you should train. You should train in like increasing it. So that's, yeah, gonna be going forward, and hopefully before the half marathon in 13 weeks, I will be nice and prepared, because I really want to improve my time on that. So that's it for this week, and next week we get to have measurements. Kind of nervous. I actually haven't cheated and measured myself already. Sometimes I do. I'm like, oh, I wonder how much, but no, I've been pretty good. I haven't looked at it at all. So then now I'm kind of intimidated because, uh-oh, what if I'm like more, and then I was crap. Anyways, I won't look until next week. So that's it for this week, and I will see you guys later. Bye.